So I just made the video about woo-tards, the how to sell your woo, or whatever it was. It kind of triggered me a little bit. I mean, not the video itself, not my video. That didn't trigger me. What that thunder cunt at the end of the video did. While I was making the video, it dawned on me I didn't really know that much about the various forms of schizophrenia, and I wanted to learn some. So I looked at some old footage from sanitariums, did some Google reading, so on and so forth. And it was kind of soul-crushing. And these poor people suffer from this mental affliction that I can't even comprehend having. Now, keep in mind, I myself am fairly fucked up in the head, and I can't even comprehend what it's like to suffer that. And what's worse, in most cases, they don't know at all that they're the ones that are affected. In their eyes, it's the rest of the world that's messed up, and they can't comprehend why people are treating them the way they do. Schizophrenia rarely shows up in children. It usually kicks off between 16 and 30. Men often show it sooner than women. And as of right now, there's no cure for any form of that illness. You can treat it with medicine. You can treat the symptoms. You can get a jet to fly over your house. Jesus Christ. Where was I? But anyways, between medicine and therapies, there can be some semblance of a normal life. That is until you combine people like this raging cock gobbler with people like this. I found this comment under the video where I got that clip from the how-to video. This woman has a son who's suffering schizophrenia, but instead of keeping him medicated and going to his therapies, she's sitting on YouTube, watching videos about using happy thoughts to cure her son's problems, and agreeing with it. Now, she is in effect condemning her son to a life of abstract misery, because she's too fucking stupid to realize that what she's doing is wrong. And she isn't the only one. This poor little lemming here claims to have had a panic attack after watching this video, thinking that her depression will lead her into bad thoughts, which will then lead her into contracting schizophrenia. And of course she asks on YouTube comment section and doesn't ask a trained professional, meaning whatever problems she actually does have, which could more than likely be treated, are left to fester, because she's a woo-tard, and Thundercunt here is selling her a face full of woo. And then there's this dude, and I don't even know what to say about him. Well, I do. Fucking don't make such ridiculously long posts, for one. But anyways, this guy and the woman from the first picture I showed, they both belong in jail. As far as I'm concerned, these fuckers need to go to jail. And the people who sell this kind of nonsense, what I'm calling woology, they deserve the death penalty. These people are vile. I genuinely believe there needs to be laws against pseudoscience. Anyhow, that's all I wanted to say about that. I'm going to drop in some footage that I watched earlier. It's probably going to hit you pretty hard. Probably right where it hurts.
We are presenting 3 patients showing characteristic symptoms of stuporous catatonia. These patients have been hospitalized from 5 to 15 years, and their stupor is not as complete as it was during the acute stages of their illness. The behavior and attitude of these patients, however, has not changed for several years. The leading symptom is immobility and lack of activity. Most of the time, they seem to be oblivious of their environment. Their faces are fixed, and changes of expression, if they occur, are usually due to fantasies or voices which they hear in hallucinations. Other typical symptoms of this condition are negativism, mutism, waxy flexibility, automatic obedience. We will show you these patients first for some time without stimulating them directly, other than by the camera and lights. Hello, Tommy. How are you? How are you? Have you had your lunch, Tommy? Hello, Walter. How are you today? How are you, Walter? Don't you feel like talking? You know me, Walter, don't you? How are you today? Get up, please. Turn around. Turn around the other way, please. Again, turn once more. Will you turn once more? All around and then sit down. Fine. Thank you. How are you, Nathan? All right. Have you had your lunch? What was it? What did you have for lunch? Will you look at me? Look up at me. Look at me. Oh, Nathan, you know me. Just look at me. Let's shake hands. No, shake hands, really. Shake hands. What is so funny? What is so funny? Thank you very much. Goodbye. Hello, Tommy. How are you? How are you today? Would you feel like talking? How are you, Tommy? Not bad, my friend. How are you, Walter? How are you? Well, Tommy told me he's not feeling so bad. How are you? You don't feel like talking? Good day, Nathan. How are you? How are you? Will you shake hands with me? Oh, come on, shake hands. A real handshake. Shake hands with me. Will you look at me? Nathan, won't you look at me? Come on, look at me. Look at me, Nathan. You know me. Well, thank you very much. Goodbye. Though these patients seem to be almost totally oblivious of their environment, in this case surrounded by strange lights and cameras, it is almost certain that they were perceiving what was going on around them.
I got that job, garbage. Some damn
I can't hear you, Joe. Can you speak a little louder?
Hey?
You got that job?
Yeah, I look for a job somewhere, I don't know.
Look.
Yes, sir, what's this?
See this?
That's the boy, it's me time.
You hold it? Look at it. That's you?
That's me, the senator?
That's you, huh?
Yeah, it's me. Oh, yeah, and Dorchester. Is that in Dorchester?
No?
Oh, yeah.
Why are you sitting in that way?
I don't know.
Why are you sitting that way?
Well, this the boy sick.
Were you sick then?
He's not sick, he's heart attack. See, he has a blood pressure. See? His eyes, his nose, sick. He runs in the city, he runs in the country. He's everything.
He's what?
Does everything in the city. He has money, see, he's this. He does everything in the streets. Water, does show, drink beer. He does everything.
This boy goes to shows, he drinks
Smoke a
beer.
cigarette, smoke a pipe. Does everything.
Well, and you?
Oh, this man, that's the boy, huh? That's the boy. Yeah, clear. So many years you go on the streets, downtown, you see, he has a job, he makes money, that's the streets.
Well,
You have no job, you stay home, sit home, you know.
who's the boy?
Huh?
Who's that boy, Joe?
How old that boy is? 35 years old.
Is it you?
Yes, I mean, you buy a sword, you buy a hat, see, you go on the street, he's everything. This boy has a job, he smoke, go on the street, does everything. You buy a sword, you buy a hat.
And now you're on this place.
Huh?
You're on this place now.
Sure, on this place here. As long as I have a job, I come here. See?
How long have you been here?
I've been here about 900 years.
How long?
900 years old, this place. He built up
I
a
couldn't
yard.
get it. How old? How long?
Huh?
How long have you been here?
Been here? 900 years.
900 years.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
built
very
this
long
place.
time.
Sure.
Couldn't
He
have
built
been
up a
here.
yard, he built up his place. He buy chocolate, cigarettes. I pay, right? That's his story. When I have a job, we go on the ceiling. He does everything. Yes, he's also with that man. He's everything. Drive a car, he go on the street. He does everything, huh? I guess he's
Who drives the car, Joe?
Huh?
Who drives the car?
I can't hear you.
Who drives the car?
Car, you, anybody. I don't know. I go on the streets, downtown, uptown. He's everywhere.
But you're in the hospital now.
Yeah, he does
Are you sick?
Sick. Sometimes I'm sick. Blood pressure, heart attack, the eyes. Sick. I broke a finger. See, I press, I put basic. He's everything. Drink lots of beer, go to the show.
What do you think of Montreal?
Montreal tramway. Montreal, yeah.
What about the Montreal tramway?
This is Montreal tramway.
This is Montreal tramway?
This is Montreal. Yeah?
Oh, this is not the Montreal tramway?
Huh?
This is not the Montreal tramway.
Is that Montreal tramway?
No.
What is it? American City?
What is it?
Oh, sanitarium. Sanitarium?
It's not a sanitarium. What is this?
This is a boy go around the streets, he's everything. He's everything.
That's a boy around the streets.
Oh, he does everything. He's sick, he's everything.
He's sick. Are you sick, Joe?
Sick in the blood.
You're sick in the blood. How do you feel?
Oh, I'm sick in the winter, or in the summer.
How do you feel?
How I feel today? Oh, it's all right, I tell you. Take out his teeth, take out his It's a young boy, eh?
That's a young boy, yes.
Oh, yeah, it's a young boy.
How old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
25 years old.
How old is this boy? Well, he's about 20.
What's the man? It's a young boy, eh? She's that man.
What would you like to do now? What would you like to do now, Joe? What would you like to do now?
Now? Oh, I don't know. Go around the streets. Is that right?
Go around the street?
Sure, you got the money.
Would you like a Coke?
Huh?
Would you like a Coke?
Sure, is that right?
Well, let's see.
What's our coke?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in.
For you, yeah?
Okay, thank you, mister.
Welcome.
That's all right, man. What's that?
You tell me what it is.
City?
Yes.
Oh, this down streetcar.
It's what?
Streetcar, is it?
A streetcar?
Yeah.
Where's the streetcar?
Streetcar downtown, on Taylor and Abbey Street.
Oh, I see.
Oh, is it that?
What did you tell me about your heart?
Huh?
How's your heart?
My heart is all right.
Your heart
There's
is
a
all
heart
right.
attack. There's a... This is a man. He's a butler.
And you work all over the world?
Yes, I work.
Where do you work?
I work in the factory. Factory as a sinker.
Did you work in England?
Factory, sticker, city, all over the world.
All over the world?
No, but...
How do you get there?
Huh?
How do you get
I
there?
get it with my 4 feet.
On your 4 feet?
Feet first and as a sticker.
You have only 2 feet, Joe?
Oh, say first. Take a streetcar and then go to work. Then you go home, take a streetcar.
How much money do you have,
How much
Joe?
money I make? $100 a week.
100 a week?
Yeah.
But you're in the hospital, you're not making
Yeah, in the hospital, he's sick. He's everything.
What about the arrested?
Arrested?
Yeah.
I was arrested. I got us, I punched our Zager. I catch $1 piece of paper.
What's that?
I don't know, sir. What's $1 piece of paper on the dollar face?
What about the mounted police?
You want the police? $1 picture face?
Who's the mounted police?
A man who wants to see a park in mountains. Monterey City, I don't know.
And the provincial
You're a
police?
provincial. You're a provincial?
No, I'm not a provincial police.
No, I'm
No.
not a police.
You're the mounted police?
Policeman from Dorchester, in the hospital.
You are the provincial police?
Yeah. I catch $1 piece of paper.
You catch $1 on a piece of paper?
One many friends. I catched that man, he got me arrested. That boy, we got some money. She finished. I catch $1 piece of paper, first day.
You're a provincial policeman?
Yeah.
And what am I doing?
You're a mounted police.
I'm the mounted police?
Yeah, that's a mounted policeman. Yeah.
Well, I'm a
You got him
doctor.
arrested.
I'm a doctor, Joe.
Huh?
I'm a doctor.
Oh, you're a doctor? A police is a doctor? A dentist?
Well, a policeman isn't a dentist.
Sure. What's a policeman? Is it regular?
What's a policeman doing?
Policeman is a dentist. That's everything to say.
Policeman is a dentist.
Sure, is that. I move all the parts of the world.
What is that?
I learned from the hospital.
All parts over the world.
Yeah. That's me.
That's you.
Oh, yeah. So
What's
all
you?
the parts of the city.
What's you, Joe?
Huh?
What is you?
What I do? My name is Work Office in Copenhagen.
All,
This is it,
all over the world?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Just what are you doing?
You're not a book-tailor, which is smells like
You were going to tell me what Sitsi was.
What city? City is a stinker.
What do you mean?
Stinker, the Work Office in Copenhagen.
Show me the picture that you have.
Picture, right over here. This is how to do.
What do you mean?
So, what you say? What's my name? What's in the lane? So it's our boy. I was a millionaire. You know me? He was here. Came out, man, said, you know this man? That man's a bootlegger. You don't know? I said, this man's an Americaner. I'm American citizen in England. Yes. 1900 years. Sits down now. Oh, you build a well. Oh, I see you build a well. Oh, I build. What's together? Oh, get a mason. You got some money.
1900 years.
I'm Bishop this man. I'm a politician then. Hey, mister, I like that guy. Mister, suck my storage, Chichi. Hey, suck me out and cop. Where?
What are you saying there?
Man's a politician. He knows everything in my
Who's the
head.
politician? There's no politician there.
Oh, yeah. Moves work, yeah. Yes,
There's no
I
politician.
had a job, which was I got on.
There's no politician there.
Sure, as a politician man. Hey, star man, think that's honest. Is that not? Well, hey, this guy. Teach him what I think.
Well, you speak English, huh?
English? I have English.
You can speak English, don't you?
Yeah, I have Jewish have English.
Can you speak French?
French? No, a little bit.
A little bit?
Can I go to England, Dr. England? Go to England.
You want to go to England?
Yeah, go
What
to see
for?
Americana.
To go to see the Americans in
Yeah,
England?
American City, England.
American city in
Yeah,
England?
yeah. Why not? That's $1. This is Americana.
Where's the dollar?
Yeah, right over here.
There's no dollar there.
Sure, dollar. Sailor, $100.
What is that?
What's that, sailor? Dollar.
There's
Yeah,
no
what's that,
dollar.
dollars? Yeah. What's that on me, man?
Where's the dollar?
Yeah, dollar, sailor. Yeah.
What is this?
That's it. A man dark is sitting alive.
What is it?
A man killed a guy in the street.
A man killed a guy in the street. Rate as time goes on. There's a characteristic lack of interest in the environment, withdrawal from contact with others, and with it goes an increasing loss of emotional response. These people become vague and empty. Their manner is childish and they are gawky. They show little or no initiative and spontaneity. If they do react emotionally, their reaction is often inappropriate. They have, of course, no real plans for the future. In spite of this general impoverishment of their personality, many of their intellectual functions remain intact. Memory and orientation are not impaired. The patient we are going to see is about 40. She has been sick for more than 10 years, lives quietly in the hospital, doing simple work in the laundry. She seldom speaks unless spoken to, and does not mix with the other patients. But she is really quite contented, and her lack of energy and animation is not due to depression and despondency, but to apathy. She might, during the interview, demonstrate inappropriate emotional reaction, particularly smiling or laughing when discussing serious subjects. She complains of auditory hallucinations, voices, and strange feelings of being controlled by unseen forces, though these are not especially common symptoms in the simple type of schizophrenia.
And how long have you been here?
I think that'd be 14 months in December, beginning of December.
In this place?
Yes.
You like it here?
Yes, I like it when it's quiet.
You like it when it's quiet?
I find it too noisy, all those patients.
Sometimes it's noisy here because of the other patients.
Probably.
Why do you like it better when it's quiet? Have you always liked it quiet, or?
I've been used to living where it's quiet, except for the railway.
You told me once that you didn't like the radio.
Yes.
In the hospital.
I was unhappy when they brought the radio.
Why?
The ward was quieter without it.
Well, if you're very quiet, what are you doing? Are you reading, or are you thinking?
I'm not reading either.
You don't like reading? What are you doing?
I think music's better. Listening to music and not talking.
You like that?
Music is the best, I think.
Vera, you told me another time that sometimes you hear voices talking to you, can't see the people. Does that happen often?
Yes, I think it's all day.
All day?
Yes, I don't think my head's ever been free of anybody talking.
Can you hear them now?
Since I was a young girl.
Can you hear them now?
Oh, it's quieter now.
Or will be quiet?
And I can talk, huh? And I can talk without them.
You can talk without whom?
They take away my talking.
The voices?
Yes.
How do they do it?
I don't know.
Can you tell me what they're saying?
I don't pay any attention to what they say.
But you understand them. Why did you come here, Vera?
Must have been sick.
Are you still sick?
No, I'm much better now.
But you like staying here. Have you seen your family lately?
No, I haven't.
Well, aren't you feeling lonesome?
Yes, I was wishing I had a visitor.
They haven't seen you for a long time?
No.
Have you written them?
No, I haven't. I don't like writing letters.
Did they write you?
No, I haven't received any letters either. I don't know.
Think you might have a visit soon?
Possibly if I'm good.
You know what day it is today?
Thursday.
You know what time it is about?
I'm after 12.
That's quite right. 10 minutes past 12. Did you see the paper today?
No, I haven't.
Why not? Don't like reading?
I like magazines. I hate magazines. See my head up there?
Hmm?
In my head up there?
What
my head
head?
goes up there when I'm quiet.
Where's it going?
While I talk.
Where's your head going? What would you like to do now, Vera?
I was playing the piano. I was enjoying playing the piano for a few minutes.
And afterwards, what are you going to do next year?
I'd like to play the piano next year.
Well, let's suppose, just for a minute, that you would have $100,000.
Yeah.
What would you do with it?
Hospital needed it.
The hospital needed it?
Mm-hmm.
You mean you would give it to the hospital?
Probably.
And what would you do?
Expect them to keep me, huh?
Maybe to keep you here.
Yeah.
Because you like it here. How do you feel?
I'm feeling better, thank you.
Feeling better? Are you sleeping well?
Yes, I'm sleeping better now.
How's your appetite? You must be feeling very lonesome, being alone so long. Are you?
Yes, I was lonely, yes.
Why are you smiling? Have you any friends here?
Yes, I have friends here.
Are you seeing them every day?
Yes, I think so.
And what do? You talk to them?
When I'm allowed to, yes.
You're always allowed to, you know.
Oh, yes.
And what would you like to do now?
Probably it's time to go back for lunch, huh?
You just had your lunch. Huh? How long ago?
Half an hour.
Half an hour. Are you hungry again?
No.
Well, let's go anyway. Perhaps we get a cup of coffee.
Yes?
All right.
Why would we get it?
You have seen in this patient apathy, indifference, inappropriate emotional reaction. She was smiling when asked about loneliness, general gracelessness of posture, total lack of ambition and initiative, with no real plans for the future, hallucinations, but her memory and orientation are intact, and she was quite coherent. A characteristic picture of chronic simple schizophrenia.